I read a fucking awesome story too that I really wanted to talk about. And this is something I always wanted to do, and fucking George Clooney did it. He did the goddamn thing. Did you hear about this with his friends?
Yeah.
How did this story not go untold for this? So this happened in September 27th of 2013. And the reason why is like he's got a group of best friends he calls the boys, right? Which, look, you could have come up with a better name.
Gay.
Could have come up with a better name.
Gay. My group of friends is called the boys.
The boys.
Hey, you want to get the boys together?
Yeah, yeah. Anyways,
it's cute. It's cute and dorky. And George Clooney is dorky.
Yeah. So he says marked September. I'm going to read this verbatim because it's that cool of a story where you're like, God damn it, man. It's just when you think like the guy couldn't be a nicer guy, then you're like, all right, great. You fucking asshole. You're still nice. You're still nice.
You're still awesome, you dick.
Move out of Italy for immigration. But no, but this story is amazing. So he said, mark September 27th, 2013 in your calendar. Everybody's going to come to my house for dinner. When they arrived for dinner, his 13 best friends, there was black designer luggage bags at each setting at the table. And it was just the dudes, no wives, no nothing.
The boys.
The boys.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah, probably. We'd have to look up that date. But here's what was really cool. And he said, listen, I want you guys to know how much you've meant to me and how much you mean to me in my life currently. I came to LA. I slept on your couch. I'm so fortunate in my life to have you all. And I couldn't be where I am today without all of you. So it was really important to me that while we're still all here together, that I give back and I want you to open your suitcases. They open up the suitcases. There's $1 million a piece in $20 bills in each suitcase. So he says every one of us, which is 14, including him, got $1 million of his friends. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, look, we've been through some hard times. I've been through some hard times. Some of you are still going through hard times. You don't have to worry about your kids. You don't have to worry about schools, private schools. You don't have to worry about paying your mortgage anymore. And I'll also pay for the taxes on this $1 million.
For the year, yeah.
Which the taxes on $1 million,
yeah.
In case you don't realize, is 37%. So that's $370,000.
Yeah.
So he paid for the taxes as well on the $1 million.
Now, what year was this?
This was September 27th of 2014.
14.
No, I'm sorry, 13.
Okay.
13. And then on September 27th of 2014, he got married.
Right. Well, some of his friends, the boys, mm-hmm. were not like, because one of them's Gerber, right? Cindy Crawford.
Randy Gerber.
He's good.
Yeah, he's by the way, if you don't know Randy Gerber, like there's a part of you that looked at Cindy Crawford when she got married to Randy Gerber, 30 years ago, 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And you were like, who is this guy? Like,
right.
Never heard of him, nothing. He designs hotels and is richer than everybody in Hollywood. And you're like, oh, mm-hmm. cool. And he's pimpy. Like he's pimpy looking and does the whole shit, yachts and all that. So they've been best friends with Clooney for years. They opened up a hotel together. They did the tequila together. Mm-hmm. What is it? Casa de Migas or whatever the fuck it's called. Amigos. I don't drink it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But they did that together. They sold that for $3 billion.
So he's good.
He's good.
He's good. And he was like trying not to.
This was before the tequila sale though.
Yeah, but he was still good. And he was like, I don't want to take this. And he was like, if you don't take it, nobody gets it. And the other people that were the boys are people that are not like, they're just normal dudes. And some of them are living paycheck to paycheck. So like when you first hear this story, you're like, oh, rich ass Clooney gives money to all his rich ass friends. It's like, cool. But that wasn't the case at all.
It's not the case.
And then Gerber gave his to charity.
He gave his to charity. And he said, look, if one of you turns it down, none of you get it. And so you had to keep it. And I thought that was really cool. Yeah. And I will say this. I got to play basketball with him and the boys one time. It was at their lawyer's house. It was like a pickup basketball. Clooney I think we may have mentioned this on another show. He likes to play a lot of basketball, or he used to at least.
Yeah, I'm sure he used to.
So his friends were all like, some of them were character actors, commercial actors. One of them was Richard Kind, Spin City. Like, Richard Kind. Yeah, you'd know him if you saw him, character actor, and all of them unassuming, nice guy. It wasn't like he was playing basketball.
He actually hangs out with real people.
Yeah. So it's not like he was, like Brad Pitt was over and Matt Damon or Ben Affleck. It was normal people. And these have been his friends for years and years and years. And because a lot of people don't know this, like he started in like late 70s, early 80s in LA. So like he's been there a long fucking time. And he
wasn't doing well for a long
20 years. Probably 20 years.
Before ER.
Yeah. ER was but he was, in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and all that shit. And like he worked his way up. Fuck, he was on Roseanne. Facts of Life, Roseanne. Yeah. And then blew up. So the fact that he did this for all of his friends, like, I think it's awesome. And having met them in played ball with him and at least got to know him for a tiny fucking couple minutes in my life. They were all normal people, and that's just a fucking awesome baller move thing to do.
I would do it.
So I would too, because it's out there.
If you have Clooney money, you have to.
Exactly.
You can't just sit around with all your fucking coins.
The other thing in LA that I think it goes untalked about a lot is it is a lonely, isolating city. And you don't have too many friends. You have a lot of acquaintances. Mm-hmm. Even the people you work with. Like, I've done a gajillion fucking movies, but I would say there's maybe 4 or 5 actors that I hang out with after work, like that I'm still friends with to this day. Most of these films, it's like a sleepaway camp. You're all friends for a short amount of period of time. Then everybody breaks up and goes back to... And
you all say that you're going to hang out and you're going to keep in touch and we're going to hang out all the time and never see them again.
No.
Never.
And so the fact that he's been able to maintain this close-knit group for that long, I was fortunate enough that most of my best friends from college moved out to LA with me, or at least over the years. So I would say I always had a good stable of like 5 to 6 close best friends that were real people for forever and ever. And then, a handful of actor friends. Mm-hmm. But I would do the exact same thing. And like that would be the ultimate dream, to be like, hey, man, you don't have to worry about shit anymore.
Right.
Because what
would be really cool is to just be one of the boys.
Yeah. One of the boys
that gets the million. You know what I mean? I'll either be the guy, that would be great too, but I wouldn't mind just being at the table and being a boy.
Yeah.
Being one of the boys.
Let's say you were friends with Clooney for 30 years, they're probably his own age. And to get that million after a 30-year wait, it's a long time.